As a content creator, I do receive messages from fellow skilled immigrants living in this country, sharing their experience with me on what they are currently doing right now in this country because they cannot, practice what they have been doing back home. They cannot work. Most of them truck driver, most of them welder, most of them carpenter. They cannot practice this thing just because of so many reasons. If you don't know, Canada has a lot of overqualified immigrants doing Uber, doing DoorDash. Not because they are lazy, not because they can't do the job, but regulations, certifications are stopping them from doing those jobs. For example, back home, you've been told, there's news telling people to come to Canada, like, hey, come and do truck driver. You can become a truck driver. Just come to Canada. Canada is in need of, has shortage of truck driver. Yes, it is true. Canada has shortage of truck driver, but there are so many things you have to do before you can become. You can't just come to, even if you've been driving truck in your country, you have 10 years of experience driving trucks, 20 years of experience driving. You've been driving trucks since the day they gave birth to you. You cannot come to Canada and start driving truck. Do you know why? You will need to have more than 10,000 Canadian dollars to be a truck driver in Canada. Not everybody, even not all Canadian has this money. I said you need to have 10,000 Canadian dollar to have that license, class 1 license for your truck driver. And at the end of the day, no company will employ you. Because of what? Because you don't have a Canadian experience. And any company that wants to employ you will pay you low. Because of what? Because you don't have Canadian experience. My name is Taiwo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is the first time watching me, don't forget to click on the like and the subscribe button. Most skilled immigrants here in Canada are doing DoorDash, are doing other jobs, warehouse jobs. Not because they don't have the experience, not because they cannot do their job. These are the jobs they've been doing all their life, but because of certification that they can never get due to so many reasons, due to the age, due to so many factors. And Canada is in need of trade workers. Yes, but immigrants can't go into this. You can, if you come to Canada right now from your 30 and above, you can never, and maybe right back home, you're a carpenter, there is 90% chance that you can never become a carpenter here in Canada. Because of what? Because you need a journeyman certification to become a carpenter. And no company will will send you to a trade school. And before you can become a carpenter, you need to go to a trade school because you don't have the Canadian journeyman certification. And you need a company to file for your trade school. And no company will send a 30 years of age immigrant, even though you have the skill, to a trade school. If they employed you, you will be paid lower, even if you have years of experience in carpentry back home. You will be paid lower. Because of what? Because you don't have the journeyman certification. So many immigrants are being underpaid because of this. Even if they find a job, they are being underpaid because they don't have the certification. Back to the truck driver. Most immigrant doesn't have the $10,000 to become a truck driver. At the end of the day, even after looking for the money, after paying the money, no company will hire them because of experience. No company wants to hire a person with no experience, especially immigrant with no Canadian experience. And a few companies that will hire you, they will pay you lower, paying you $20 after you spend 10,000 Canadian dollars to get that certification. Paying lower just because no experience. So now, to become a welder here, even if you've been doing your welding job everywhere, for years you back home, you're a welder, you're a professional welder, you need journeyman certification. To become a nurse here, you need to write NCLEX and some other nursing certification. These are very, very expensive certification, whereby, and so many regulations. And it has so many regulations. And at the end of the day, these people, these skilled immigrants can't practice what they have been doing all their life just because of this regulation, just because of this certificate. Not because they can't do it, but they are very expensive. Not because they can't write the exam, but they need a company, they need people to file for them. Some is very, very expensive. And most of them, you need a company to file that certification for you. And no company will want to do it because of your age. I'll say this, most people messaging me like, hey, I'm a carpenter, I'm coming to Canada soon. I'm a welder, I'm coming to Canada soon. I'm this, I'm that, I'm coming to Canada soon. There is 90% chance that you will not be a welder when you get here. There is 95% chance that you will not be a carpenter. You will not practice that carpentry when you get to Canada. There is 99% chance that you will not be a mechanic when you get here. Not because there is no company will hire you. Not because don't like you. Not because this companies doesn't want to employ you, but because they will ask for a certification and you don't have it. Even if you can prove it, they will tell you due to the certifications, they can't. And even if they hire you, maybe as an assistant or maybe as oil change, just to change customer oil and all that, they will pay low. You will be paid lower than than the other staffs, just because you don't have the certification. And if you want to get this certification, you need that company to send you to a trade school to get your journeyman certificate. And that is 4 years, and no company will want to send someone of 35 years of age, of 30 years of age, of 40 years of age to a trade school. They will tell you, just because of your age, we cannot send you to a trade school. So you have to continue being an oil change guy till you find another solution to your life. So now this will be a warning to anybody coming as a trade person into this country. If you come in anytime soon, start checking what you can do. If you can have some international certification to back up with what you have, it will show that, okay, this, especially certification from US or UK, it is still valid than your home country, especially if you're coming from a third world country. From Nigeria, from Ghana, from India, from anywhere country, get an international certification. It will take you it will show that you have an international certification. And also, the government should create a pathway for any skilled immigrant can go through. Any immigrant with experience back home can, maybe an exam, maybe something that they can do, maybe a program they can attend, write the exam. As soon as they pass, they issue them with the certification. Because most skilled immigrants here in Canada are going through, a lot due to the fact that they can't practice what they've been doing back home. My name is Taiwo, and I'll see you on the next one. If you have any comment or anything to ask me, don't forget to drop it as a comment. If you have any question or you want to join the conversation, just drop it as a comment below, and definitely I'll reply to your comment or your question. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.